to me like.
Every day feels boring, the same thing, routine in the morning. Grew up too fast without warning, and when it rains it's pouring. I got dreams, big dreams, I wanna do big things, but I just can't seem to put it all together. I just wanna be seen. I'm jumping ship, I'm a diving, middle of the ocean, swimming till I find it. I see an island out ahead, filled with things that I've wanted since I was a kid. Swim to it.
Hey, welcome to your Saturday afternoon. What's up, Lacey and Jess and Tobacco and Dave, Brittney, I gotta contact you. I'll talk to you after, but I need to contact you about something. Tobacco, Bad Wolf, you better turn green again. As you guys know, on the bottom is a super chat and membership ticker. So if you want to get on the board, you know what you got to do. You can also join Patreon at patreon.com/PURPLEXEDQT. I don't know where my mods are. They should be here soon, shortly. What level of membership? Well, you know, Bad Wolf. You know it gets you the best members. No, it don't matter. Well, the top one gets you a candle, too. No, Brittney, you're not in trouble or anything. What I want to talk to you about is I want to send you a free... I'm going to send you and Justin some candles, and I want to work like something out with you guys. I did it with Molly, and it was great. It worked out great. So I was supposed to do it, Justin, like 2 years ago, and just never did. I don't know why. We just kind of got sidetracked. But it's a good way for you guys to get free candles, good way for my business. And I mean, if you don't like them, don't promote them, but I totally want to send you and Justin like 2 candles at no cost to you guys. And then if you guys like them, promote them, and I'll give your customers a discount. Your not customers, you don't have customers, your subs a discount of like 20% off for anyone that orders through Brittney. And then for every 10 candles that you sell, you get another free one. So I'm going to do the same thing with Justin. I was supposed to do it with Justin a while ago. So yeah, so I just need to get a hold of you and find out where to send them. I already know Justin. Hey, Sly Angel, thank you. And let me add you on the board. Hold on. On Sly Angel. 10 bucks. All right. Now you're on the board. So what's let me say hi. Who else is new that I didn't say hi to yet? Millie. I think that's the only one I may have missed. Millie, Sly Angel. All right. So I have been sitting on this since yesterday, and I was so going to let this go. Welcome, Bad Wolf. Now I got to put you on the board. Bad Wolf even bought a membership. Woohoo! I'm doing good. Hold on. Bad Wolf. Whoop. Bad Wolf. One membership. Oh, I had the wrong name. All right. Bad Wolf makes the board. Back. Yeah. Okay. So some of what I have to talk about, I've heard yesterday. Some of what I have that I'm talking about that I have proof on happened today. I was listening to someone's live and I was blown away. I was like, can you guys send me the proof? I need to see the actual proof on this.
Yo, don't hit subscribe. I always try to tell them, they do it every time. I tell them it's the problem, but they acting like it's fine. I'm begging them to stop, but they leave me with a like.
And sure enough, I got the proof. Okay. And when I looked at it, I'm sitting there saying, okay, maybe it could be taken a different way, but no. I try to think all different scenarios that it could have possibly happened, but no, it pretty much implies QB. But that we're going to get to that second. One thing I want to point out that I don't have proof on because I didn't have time to go look for shit. A couple of days ago, everybody came down on Granny's Watching about making the token Blackie comment. And she said very naively that she had no idea it was racist. She did not know it was racist. And everyone accepted that. Everyone accepted the fact that, okay, maybe she's just dumb and she didn't know. Yesterday, someone jumped on her panel and made excuses for it. And what did she say? Her whole story changed. Now, all of a sudden, she knew it was racist, and she was just trying to show Natasha. She was trying to teach Natasha something. Which is it, bitch? Did you know it was racist or did you not know it was racist? Because 2 days ago, you didn't know it was racist, and now yesterday, you totally knew it was racist. Unsupervised, you caught that, right? Like, you caught that too? It was like you just said it wasn't racist, and now all of a sudden it's racist. And all the people in her chat are like, whoa. You know, it's okay. Because some fast-talking girl who used to like Granny and then liked Brittney and then left Brittney and now likes Granny again. And I said to Patreons, I'm like, did anyone catch this? And I even wrote I text Deets. I'm like, how do you not see this? Like, this is so fucked up. 2 days ago, she didn't know it was racist. Now, all of a sudden, yesterday, she knows it's racist, and she was doing it to teach someone a lesson. Yeah, okay. But I wasn't even going to go live about that. I was going to totally let it go because I'm not going to be named as one of these people, which I'm going to show you guys too, as everybody's jealous of her. She's doing so well. Let me put a disclaimer on this. I'm glad she's doing well. I am not a jealous type. I want to see the best for everybody. I'm glad Betty's doing well. I'm glad Queen Bee's doing well. I'm glad everybody's doing well. I hope Chasing's candle business is through the roof. I hope that she's keeping busy all the time. I hope every single person in this community does well. That is who I am. And anyone that knows me should know this. I'm not one of these jealous people. I don't care about numbers like that. I care about numbers for me. Like, what am I doing wrong that my numbers are so low lately? Has nothing to do with anybody else. It's something I'm doing. It's something that I need to figure out and I need to change. Has nothing to do with anybody else's numbers. So this has nothing to do with numbers. I hope that Granny continues to grow, and I hope that she does well. I hope Queen Bee, same thing. And I'm naming these specific people because I don't really like them. I really do. But I think everyone can see what's happening, whether you like Brittney or you don't like Brittney. Everything is about catching up to Brittney or doing what Brittney does. I've followed Brittney for a long time, not as like intensely as I do now. And I don't agree with a lot of people she likes. Don't get me wrong. I can't stand Cher. I cringe when Brittney mentions Cher as a good person. I fucking cringe. But to each their own. I'm not going to hold it against her. you know, certain people she has on panel, I can't do. So I cringe and I walk away. But that's my choice, and I don't hold it against Brittney. I have never heard, and I've heard Brittney on other panels, don't get me wrong. I've never heard Brittney make racist comments. I've never heard Brittney go after someone in the same capacity as I've seen GW have, as I've even seen queenbee has. So I don't, and what I respect about Brittney is she had said some of the things she says are the same things I've said. You know, like, I'm not going to call CPS on someone. I'm not going to do certain things. Just, you know, I'm not going to go into your real life. Has Brittney been around some shady people? Yeah, she has. Truth teller, voices, but so have we all. You know what I mean? But I see Brittney going on panel every night doing her thing. What, like it or hate it, she does her thing. She's not doing drama on true crime. She's doing true crime. Personally, and this is just personal, do I agree with talking about Seth Rogers every fucking night? No, but I don't do it on my channel. I'm not going to tell someone else what to do it. It works for Brittney. Brittney's following loves it. I cringe when I see her and Justin put all these things together. I'm like, that's it. Give me a link. I got to play devil's advocate. And Brittney knows when I come up there, I'm probably going to play devil's advocate. But I don't do it disrespectfully. I don't do it rudely. And Justin knows that I adore him. Like, this is not a secret. So it's really like, I'm not going to sit here and say that I think, you know, Brittney is perfect, because she's not. But she's doing her own thing. I respect her for that. She's trying not to get into everyone else's bullshit, but she is being attacked from a few different ways, and I understand that. But she's being attacked for reasons because other people want to make money. That's why she's being attacked, all to deflect what was going on. What I mean by that is, and believe me, this isn't about Brittney, but while she's in here, I'm just stating everything I got to say. When people come after Brittney, they're going after Brittney because they want to make money, because Brittney was the very first person to call out Clue, and nobody would listen. Nobody would listen. I could not believe how they were going after her for no reason. I'm like, she's not doing anything. Like, I watch her every day. There are other people that are doing shit, but she's not. And she sat there aggravated, calling out Clue, saying, guys, look at this, look at this, look at this. And nobody would listen. When I say nobody, I mean all the people going after Brittney. Like, nobody would listen to her. And I even said something like, Brittney might be onto something here. And nobody said a word. Everyone's like, no, Clue's wonderful, blah, blah, blah. Well, how'd that work out for you? And then other people got credit for the things that Brittney said before anybody else said it. So I just wanted to point that out, that, you know, I heard that Dietz and Jones were really the first person to call out Clue. No, it was actually 100% unequivocally, allegedly, with Brittney J. So you guys know how I am. I just want to give credit where credit is due, because everyone knows I'm Rodney Dangerfield. I start trends. I do so many things first and never get the credit for it. So for those of you that are new, you'll hear me refer to myself as Rodney Dangerfield for many reasons, but that's one of them. I don't have a big belly like him, but you guys, people that have been around me a long time, know what I'm talking about. Exactly. Everyone wants to fit in with the crowd. I've never wanted to fit in with the crowd. I'll stay in my own little corner. Thank you very much. And I'll stay with my, 100, 200 people. I'm okay with it. Like I said, I make 10 times more subs on shorts than I do trying to fucking like this community. People love my dog shorts. So All right. So let's get into this. Yeah, you know what? Before we get into this, Brittney, it's funny that you say that because people are saying that. I'm getting a couple of new subs, just dripping new subs here and there that have actually emailed me and said that one of the things they like is that I'm not following the crowd, even if my numbers are down, and that they've heard bad shit about me, but they're not seeing it. They just see someone that stands on their own. And I've gotten a few of those recently. So it works. That's another thing too, Tracy. And don't get me wrong, I used to like GW, and I'll tell you when it changed. It changed when she lied right to my face on panel. That's when it changed. Why would Tim get blocked? Tim didn't get blocked. Tim didn't get blocked, did he? Did I miss something? I don't see Tim being blocked. Right? I saw something. Did Tim get blocked? Or did I miss something? Hey, Marie. There's Tim. Okay, Tim again didn't get blocked. Yeah, I was getting confused. Hey, Amber. I was like, nobody would block Tim. Tim's like, part of us. You deleted it? No. I don't even know what was said. What was said? Was it bad? Tim, are you being mean? Tim's being mean. Okay. Oh, you deleted his comment. Was it a bad comment? Tim, be nice. Okay. So let's start with Granny's watching. Accusing Chronicles of being in a chat while someone's talking to their daughter. Okay, let me put this out here. I've been around longer than most. I am an OG drama. Not OG drama, but OG drama to Krama. I've been in this community since 2019. I have gained 20,000 subs since I came in this community. Well, 15,000 subs since I came in this community. And I pretty much have seen everything at some point or another. There are certain people I like that don't like me. There are certain people I watch that don't like me. And I'm okay with that. You don't have to like me for me to like you. So Chronicles, me and Chronicles don't see eye to eye to some of her friends for multiple reasons, but I don't have a problem with Chronicles, and Chronicles doesn't have a problem with me. By the way, she didn't take down a video having to do with me the other night. But there's one thing I could say about Chronicles. She's pretty honest. She's not going to sit in chats where somebody's talking about someone's daughter and engage in it. Will she sit in someone's review? Yeah, she would. But she's not going to sit in someone's chat that, oh my God, her daughter's this, her daughter's that, that's not who she is. And I know that. Unsupervised maniacs is another one. I have spoken to unsupervised maniacs, like on the phone. She once accused me of something that I was like, huh? Wasn't even me, but that's neither here nor there. And I know she's laughing right now. But I had a personal situation, and I actually spoke to her on the phone. And the first thing that I said when I hung up with her, I said, wow, she is fucking real. And Sly Angel and Amber can both attest to this. I said, unsupervised maniacs is a real person. Like, she is cool as fuck. Like, I just spent an hour on the phone with her. She's really a cool person. And she said like all the right things. Like, she's totally legit. So, I don't have a problem with her at all. Avery, you gotta wait. So, you know, I don't have a problem with her at all, but you don't see her in every one of my chats, you know, and you don't see me in every one of her comments, you know what I mean? But I see what's going on. But I know that if you piss her off, look into it. There's a reason, because she's not easily pissed off. She doesn't get pissed off easily. And Chronicles puts up receipts. So I saw something that Unsupervised Maniacs had said. So I kind of followed the path. And I came across what Chronicles put up 16 hours ago. So we're going to start there. Now, mind you, the only person that I have ever heard talk about Granny's kids are Granny. And that's what I was saying. I've seen a lot. Like, I've been around a long time. Even when she blamed Natasha, it was not correct. She accused Natasha of saying her daughter was a whore. That is not what Natasha said. I remember it. And I even told her that. I'm like, that's not what she said. She had insinuated something, but she never outright called her daughter a whore, ever. But the only person that ever talks about her kids is her. I've noticed this. She brings more attention to her children than any other person ever did. Now, she accused, oh, let me play the other one first. Hold on. Let me play Narcos clips video first so you understand. All right, I don't want to do this out of order. So Narcos clips followed Unsupervised Maniacs clip and put out this clip. And then I'll show you what actually happened.
I'm going to play the stream, but while I work on it, let me just play a couple of clips. We might not make it through to all of it since it's a longer stream. And
by the way, Narcos clips is playing Drama Divides. So that's her voice, not Narcos clips voice. Just saying.
I don't want to keep y'all waiting while I'm getting the live stream shared. But this is, let's see, here's where she lies about Chronicles.
Suited dollmaker, I know, and that she only started going at me again because I was okay with Queen Bee.
Let me also point out, Chronicles doesn't give a flying fuck if you talk to QB. How can I prove this beyond a shadow of a doubt? Chronicles is a mod for Savage. Savage is friendly with QB. So if she had such an issue with people being friends with QB, she wouldn't fuck with Savage. And she's a mod for Savage. So that's how I know that is completely bullshit, like total bullshit. And that's just her making up some lie to feed her own fuel or her own head, because that is absolutely ridiculous and completely unfounded and untrue.
And even what's his name? I forgot. Even Icknell called her out and was like, "Dude, you are such a fraud." She's already twisted shit before. She's the one that sits in the chat while these people are saying my daughter's being raped by men. Okay, so that's where you can find Chronicles. So if she's morally sound, it must be nice to like never go live. Nobody knows your name, your voice, nothing. You just have your anonymity behind a little clip and get to clip and call out everybody else, but you'll never get caught up in anything because you don't even speak.
Call me crazy, but I'm pretty sure QB called out Chronicles without having a voice or anything. But I'm also going to show you a screenshot that someone sent me that could be why GW is upset over not knowing who Chronicles is.
Yeah.
So she said Clue sits in a chat where her daughter. Hold on, let me hear that again.
She did not make that. I know, and that she only started going at me again because I was okay with Queen Bee. And even what's his name? Even Ickmill called her out and was like, called her out.
Ickmill? It's Ickadmel.
I think it's absolutely hysterical that it's Dickhead Mel. I think it's funny that that's how fucking they picked it up. Closed Circuit picked it up as it's Dickhead Mel. I couldn't agree more. Just saying.
Jesus Christ. Ickmill. Even Ickmill.
And was like, dude, you are such a fraud. She's already twisted shit. Called her out.
Can someone please point out to me where Ickmel called Chronicles everything that Granny just said? Because I'm sorry, I just don't remember ever hearing Ickmel talk about a clip channel like that. I could be wrong. I'm not saying I'm right. But I've never, ever heard Ickmel talk about a clip channel like that. So correct me if I'm wrong.
And what's his name? Even Ickmill called her out and was like, dude, you are such a fraud. She's already twisted shit before. She's the one that sits in the chat. Well,
so please tell me when Ickmill called a clip channel whatchamacallit, a fraud. I don't know. I don't see it coming from him. Yeah, call me crazy. I just don't see it coming from him. I don't see him being that type of person.
all these people are saying my daughter's being raped by men, okay?
She sits in a chat where people are saying my daughter's been raped. Where? Where has that happened? So now it went from gangbanged to raped. And saying that Chronicles was sitting in a chat where we were talking about that. No. Chronicles was in that chat when we were discussing Granny's lies regarding that. We were never talking about that. Oh my, she is disgusting. Rocket Girl, welcome. Thank you so much for becoming a member.
Okay, so now that was one. That was Narcos clips. Ooh, John Travolta coming up next. All right. Now let's go to Chronicles video. She's the only one that ever talks about her kid. Shitty would never not sit in a chat with people say, I agree with you. But did her and Ickmel ever have a fight like that? Like, I don't see Ickmel bothering with clip channels. I just don't. Okay. So Granny writes, the Chronicles channel. Oh, I can't stand them. The moment I was cool with QB again, they started their shit. They've clipped my words in a manipulative way, and I saw through a clip that they sat in a chat when a chatter and the channel host said my daughter was likely being gangbanged by adult men, aka raped, while I'm live. Yeah, she's much better than me. Now let's look and see what actually happened.
Parents that are in the cat behind, like, fuck it. Right.
But she really wasn't at the hotel. So
I know that. I know, but I'm just saying.
in her lies, she did leave everybody behind.
Right.
I'm going to rewind a few seconds.
My daughter was given an opportunity to go to Florida with a family friend. So I sent her down there, right? My dumbass says she swindled her way into going. So right away, they're like, oh, her daughter's a criminal like her. Like
Who said
grandfather,
that, by
like
the
daughter,
way?
like daughter.
I never heard that.
I've never heard that either.
then
I'm
they
not
came
saying
out with
I'm
this
not
whole
saying that
story.
that's a lie, by the way. I'm just saying I personally never saw anything like that.
Yeah. And if we're so obsessed, why didn't we hear it? Just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be easy for her to show proof of some of this stuff.
She should, because like I said, who knows? Some jackass might have said that, but I don't
they may
recall
have.
anybody ever saying that.
I don't recall anybody ever saying anything about that.
That my daughter, my 16-year-old daughter, was going in and out of hotel rooms with men, with college men, being gangbanged. This is what Brittney sits with and then screams that she's a victim of mine.
I don't know of anybody that said that. I'm not saying it didn't happen.
Pass around photos of my daughter in her bathing suit.
Well, again, we
Pass
don't even have
around
to
her
talk about the
social
people
media.
that Jessica sits with. We could just talk about what Jessica herself has said. And I've got a whole long list of shit that she has said about my minor child.
Yeah, who said that? Everybody's asking who said that. Family, friend. Yeah, the fundraiser for Not Disneyland.
Counts. I'm going to play this. And I can tell you that the money that was spent on Layla Santinello, my time that was spent on Layla Santinello, was worth every minute.
Oh, look, Voices. So Voices said it, Angela. Again, then why isn't she taking the Voices? Apparently, it said a lot of shit, right? So that's who she needs to take her shit out on, right? Instead of quote unquote they. Because I'm going to tell you something right now. I've got a mouth on me, okay? But you will never find a screenshot where I have said anything disparaging about Jessica's children. And she can't say the same about mine.
No, she can't. She has said some very disgusting things about your daughter.
Yeah. So if she, whatever, it's just crazy to me that she had a prime opportunity to confront Voices. And you
can back that up too. That's not just saying it like she says. You can actually back up what she said about your daughter.
Yeah. Right.
Maybe she was while you were. Yeah.
What? She literally, in the clip that Savage played today, she said they were $800 away from their goal that was donated to them for a $6,000 camera or $4,000 camera. And then turned around and asked for $300 more to go to her.
Again, we don't even have to talk about the people that Jessica sits with. We could just talk about what Jessica herself has said. And I've got a whole long list of shit that she has said about my minor child.
So I'll leave it for you guys. Do you think that was Chronicles sitting in a chat where people were talking about her daughter getting getting R'd, or was that Jess talking about her daughter getting R'd? Yeah, that was Jess. Nobody else. But she does this to every single person that doesn't like her. Every person. She's lied about me recently. And that's when I was like, oh, hell no. She even turned around and said that she called me out in a chat. No, bitch, I called you out in your own fucking chat and you were pissed. You're like, Laura, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, you're just a liar continually, even to the fucking point that you said, whatchamacallit? Let's not even get into the cancer stuff, but you said, oh my God, now I forgot what I was going to say. I can't read chat. I got thrown off. No, I forgot. Yeah, I did see it. So this was about DeLorean's kid. Fajisable Lindsay's child needed after being molested by her current husband. Hence why the bitch don't have custody. Good job. Good job, GW. But you don't talk about other people's kids, right? Okay. Well, let me close out. So let me show you a screenshot too that someone sent me. That kind of probably explains why Jess. Probably explains why Jess. Oh, okay. Thank you, Amber. Whoop. Oh, I got this stupid fucking fly that won't go away. Granny said, anyone who is in that chat today that I have their personal private info on, their info would be placed out, and I don't give a fuck who likes it or not. This was only a couple of weeks ago. This isn't old. This is like literally a few weeks ago. So that's why she's upset that she didn't get Chronicles info so she can put it out there. So all these people that think that she's so nice, she's changed her ways, you're being fucking fooled. And the people she's hung out with, oh my God. Jays for Justice is like one of the worst fucking scammers this community has ever seen. She was involved in CPS calling. She was involved in fake phone calls. For her to call out T-Rev, she did the exact same thing. But people think, oh, 100,000 subs. Oh, she's so wonderful. No. That's all Chris Watts subs. All right, let me get to... Amber pulled up the other video, and then I'm going to get into the Queen Bee stuff. Okay. So this is what was said. This is what Natasha said. You guys can decide if you feel that it's what Granny's run around saying for years or not.
Propped up like a whore, right? Yes. And then you have a chat room, a 45-year-old woman hosting, 46-year-old obese woman sitting in a fucking recliner all day, talking about my daughter, saying she's propped up like a whore, looking provocatively at the camera, and so much more. And the whole chat room.
Let me just state this, and I've said this before and I'll say it again. If anybody can show me a clip where somebody else says it besides GW, I would never speak to about my daughter in this capacity over and over and over and over on everybody's live. This is insane. Every single clip, the only person you hear it from is GW. That's it. It's sick.
Writing all these disgusting comments, and you're mad about a fucking diary you put out? Fuck you.
Okay, for those of you that may not know, the whole diary thing, and I know most of you know, but some of you may not. Natasha Cooper shared her daughter's diary, or a niece, I don't know who it was, someone's diary with a mod group. Why she did, I don't know, but she did. Somehow Granny got a hold of it. And Granny gave it to Lycan and wanted to put it out. And Granny told Lycan to put it out. I guess they thought that it would be funny. It would be like a haha moment against Natasha. Well, it backfired heavily. And the next day is when Natasha comes out. I'm sorry, where Granny comes out with her fake ass cancer the following day. It speaks volumes about why she lied about cancer. And I heard now she's backtracking again. Granny, you don't have fucking cancers. Just stop. Those of us that have actually been through cancer and been through chemo and been through fucking radiation and have to deal with the doctor's appointments every fucking day and the medicines, we know what fucking cancer is. Sit the fuck down. Okay, I'll read it because I don't know how fast it goes. NC didn't use the word horror, but she did go live and describe that girl's photos in detail in a disparaging way. She said that her daughter was propped up in a bikini looking provocatively, which is basically saying some shit. It's disgusting. It's disturbing that people have an issue with GW saying what NC basically meant. Come on now. Yet not a peep about the pics being sent to Natasha and NC describing a 13 to 14-year-old girl's pictures live to hundreds of people. Angel said she never said propped up. Where'd you get that from? So let's see. I saw your proof. You have no proof. She wanted to maliciously abuse the system, just like the post on when Natasha said, we're not proof, nor did they debunk a thing. You are such a zealot. You are blind to the fact you are providing.
You're all disgusting, useless human beings. Y'all do the same damn thing that you criticize everybody else for. You all use children. And yes, I did say that I got that information about Granny's daughter back in December, because I did. And I've actually gotten it several times from several different people. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Granny said her daughter was the same age as Mariah. I'm going to tell you a little secret there, Granny. Mariah ain't got a TikTok. And if she did, it would be monitored. And the pictures that I saw sent to me of your child on social media, you need to be more worried about what your kid's doing than what all people on YouTube are doing. You want to talk about parenting? We're going to talk about it. If my child ever posted pictures of themselves like your daughter posted, I would beat their ass and they would never be on social media again. Even my grown children know if they ever posted pictures of themselves in a teeny bikini sitting on a bed, provocatively looking into a camera, that I would beat their ass. So maybe you should log off and pay more attention to the daughter that you have, who is at a very vulnerable age. You've already said that she doesn't go to school. You've already said that she has mental health issues, and you are allowing her to be online, unmonitored. What did you think was going to happen? You're too busy on the internet spewing hate about everybody else and their children to pay attention to your own. I knew when you said you had a 9-year-old who had a YouTube channel that your parental standards were subpar. I did nothing with the stuff that I've been sent about your child, but I have no idea who all it went to. And the fact remains that it was a public profile. And if she had one on TikTok, there's no telling where else she had one. Your daughter, you need to focus on her.
Did Natasha call her daughter a whore? Absolutely not. Did her daughter say she was propped up? Absolutely not. What Natasha said was, do not, and I mean do not think that your daughter in a teeny bikini sitting on a bed does not attract the wrong people and that she would beat their kid's ass. That is the exact opposite of what Granny runs around saying Natasha said. The only person that thinks their daughter is a whore is GW, because that's not what Natasha said at all, nor did she even imply it. So, and it wasn't even the tone of it. Like, Natasha was saying something completely different. So why GW runs around stating that Natasha said this, this, and this, I have no idea. And the fact that Natasha said nothing like that. Let's play it again. She said nothing like that. So if I'm missing something and you guys take it a different way, let me know. But I'm saying, Maniac, she's the only one that says that. Nobody else says that but her.
You're all disgusting excuses for human beings. Y'all do the same damn thing that you criticize everybody else for. You all use children. And yes, I did say that I got that information about Granny's daughter back in December, because I did. And I've actually gotten it several times from several different people. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Granny said her daughter was the same age as Mariah. I'm going to tell you a little secret there, Granny. Mariah ain't got a TikTok. I need to taste them. And if she did, it would be monitored. And the pictures that I saw sent to me of your child on social media, you need to be more worried about what your kid's doing than what all people on YouTube are doing. You want to talk about parenting? We're going to talk about it. If my child ever posted pictures of themselves like your daughter posted, I would beat their ass and they would never be on social media again. Even my grown children know if they ever posted pictures of themselves in a teeny bikini sitting on a bed provocatively looking into a camera, that I would beat their ass. So maybe you should log off and pay more attention to the daughter that you have, who is at a very vulnerable age. You've already said that she doesn't go to school. You've already said that she has mental health issues, and you are allowing her to be online, unmonitored. What did you think was going to happen? You're too busy on the internet spewing hate about everybody else and their children to pay attention to your own. I knew when you said you had a 9-year-old who had a YouTube channel that your parental standards were subpar. I did nothing with the stuff that I've been sent about your child, but I have no idea who all it went to. And the fact remains that it was a public profile. And if she had one on TikTok, there's no telling where else she had one. Your daughter, you need to focus on her.
Thank you for that, Angela. So I will also drop links for Angela's channel and the others. Hold on. But yeah, so whenever she runs around saying that Natasha did this or this one did this, I haven't seen any proof of anybody discussing Granny's children except Granny. Just saying. Okay, now let's get into the Queen Bee stuff. This was sent to me this morning. I heard it on someone's live. And you guys tell me, hold on. And you guys tell me how you take it. Jessica, someone said you going on. Jessica says, oh, Queen Bee fucking involved herself. The other person says she absolutely did. So Queen Bee, Jess says, well, Britt better prepare herself for CPS. So I sat there thinking, what the fuck would Queen Bee getting involved have to do with CPS calling? So I'm like, yeah, she is accusing Queen Bee of calling CPS. What other reason would this comment be for? And I sat there and I thought, like, maybe this was part of a different conversation. Maybe there was more to it, but no. She is insinuating, oh, Queen Bee fucking involved herself. Yep, she absolutely did. Well, Brett better prepare herself for CPS. Why would, I'm not a Queen Bee fan. Queen Bee is not a CPS caller. Queen Bee is not calling CPS on fucking Brittney. So why would Queen Bee got involved for numbers. She didn't get involved to fucking call CPS on Brittney. Did she even know who Brittney was then? Yeah, she's not a fucking CPS caller. So why this was even said, I don't know. And then it goes on, case discussion said they're all going to discuss it on shares tonight. The fuck with pedo Lycan, of all things. Didn't she say she never called Lycan a pedo? I could have sworn I heard that recently. Didn't she say that? Cher's fucking audacity, the fucking nerve. Okay, I don't know what the context that Cher did, but why are you calling Lycan a pedo? Is Lycan a pedo? I don't think so. He may be an asshole. I don't think he's a pedo. Just saying. And this was January of last year. I don't know when they broke up. I took it as that way too. Yeah, she swears she never called Lycan a pedo. Well, here it is. Right there. But please tell me if there's any other way you can take this. And I just want to know why Queen Bee would call CPS on Brittney. I cannot think of any possible reason that she would call on Brittney. I just can't. I just don't see that happening. Hey, True Texan. Yeah, there's no way QB would call. She just wouldn't. She's not a CPS. She's an asshole. She's not a CPS caller. I don't even think CPS has been called since QB came around. And that used to be the thing in the drama community, is people would call CPS on people. Trust me, I know. I've had CPS called 5 times when my kids were littler. But I just don't get this. Was she going to call herself and blame Queen Bee? Exactly, Erica. That's what I'm saying. Believe me, I would love to get dirt on Queen Bee like that. But, I mean, let's call a spade a spade. And as much as I don't like Queen Bee, I would never say she's a CPS caller. But obviously Jess did. So there's the proof for that. That's when Britt's son uploaded the video on TikTok, and Cotton Candy uploaded, and Queen was going to go live about it. Hey, Debbie, I'm not sure which video you're talking about, Angela. Cotton Candy turned on me a while ago. She's not a real lifer. And I used to be friends with QB. That's what I'm telling you. She's not. And never once, and I've had many private combos with her, and never once to say, oh, let's call CPS. No, definitely not. Oh, QB would never show that video. Yeah, see, I don't remember what you guys are talking about. Sherry, that's what we all want to know. Because she's a fraud. That's why. So you guys also wonder why I don't check emails that much? 28,000 emails that I haven't even looked at. And this is only one email, just so you know. And another thing I want to point out, I don't see Brittney being obsessed with QB as much as I'm sorry, not QB, with GW as much as GW being obsessed with Brittney. And I mean that. Yeah, and that's another thing. One thing I can't stand about Granny, and I've said this right to her face, she has never shown proof of anything. Nothing. She'll spew a whole bunch of bullshit and never show 1 ounce of proof, even when you ask her for it. I've asked her for proof. Just give me fucking proof. Nope. Oh, I don't want to hurt that person. Bitch, stop. Oh, Lindsay, I totally disagree. And I see some of my previous subs, ones that I've bent over backwards for, who never donated a dime to me, giving Granny like 5 and 10 fucking memberships. I'm like, really? Really, dude? Okay. I'll remember that. No problem. Lindsay, I don't see it at all. I don't. Hey, Whistle Down. We gotta be fair. They both talk about, yeah, they do talk about each other. But what I'm saying is, I see Brittney the way I used to see Granny. I used to see Granny as responding. But once you look into it, you realize that she's not responding. She's just making up shit. That's the difference. I see Granny I see Brittney responding. But I also see Brittney wouldn't say a word if people didn't come after her. Granny just makes up shit for attention. That's the difference. No, I don't see Brittney on other people's panels. But Lindsay, are you talking new or old? Since Brittney's channel is taken off, are you talking then or are you talking previously? No, what GW did, and I can't say I fault her, to each their own. She did, and I heard someone say it yesterday, she basically copied Queen Bee. She's doing the drama surrounding true crime. But meanwhile, Granny's Watching has put out some of the most vile thumbnails I've ever seen in true crime, having to do with the father of a missing child, whether you like him or not. I think it's vile. I called it out from day one. We were never good friends. We were friends, but that's when my channel was doing well and hers wasn't. And she wanted to do this and wanted to do that. And I was her friend, but it seems like she was never my friend. Drama around true crime is not cute. What would you call it, Joneson? That's how I would describe QB's channel. Or shall I say B Tim's channel? I'm going to call it B Tim's channel. That's what a lot of people say, Cindy. Because I would say she was my friend and she would never say anything back. I'm like, whatever. Hey, little Irish girl. But like I said, Mercy Me, I changed with her when she fucking lied right to my face on her panel. When I said something about living at home, and she was like, I don't live at home anymore. Yes, you do. You live with your fucking parents. Who are you kidding? And she was like, oh, no, I don't. Yeah, you do. Like, why lie? Why lie about something like that? Yeah, she threw me under the bus for beats him. Amen to that. And then she was saying something on panel, and I called her out, and she used QB as an excuse. I don't give a fuck about QB. I don't care how many people have QB on their panel. Brittney had QB on a panel. I would still fucking jump on panel. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a shit. That's what I'm saying, Robbie. She doesn't. And I also, the other thing that turned, when I turned on her, was when, like, okay, so Deets has her own personality. I happen to like Deets. I really do. Well, whistle down. I saw the inside of that freezer that day, but we won't go there. Hey, Narcos. I had Deets. I like Deets. Deets has her own personality, her own way to do things. And you either like her or you don't. I have some Patreons that like her. I have some Patreons that don't. When it comes to Jonesin has her own personality, which is completely different than Deets. You either like Jonesin's personality or you don't. Chasing has her own personality. She doesn't try to be like Deets. She doesn't try to be like Jonesin. All three of them have completely different personalities. And that's cool. Well, it seemed like GW came in and try to like emulate what Deets was doing. Then she tried to emulate like how Chasing was. Then she threw in a little Jonesin. And it was all of a sudden, she wasn't who she was anymore. She's trying to change to chase those numbers or chase that money. And it's fucked up. And that's when I started realizing she's not my cup of tea. She's not somebody I would fuck with. She's way too... Hold on, what?
Did you give Karma her meds?
I can't hear.
Did you give Karma her antibiotics?
What?
Did you give Karma her antibiotics?
No, he won't. I tried everything. She won't eat it.
She needs to.
What?
She needs to.
I know. I'm just saying she wouldn't eat it. I crushed it up. I've done everything.
Where are they?
On the counter. You gotta shove it down her throat. I even put it in ham, and she got smart. And she spit out the antibiotic and ate the ham. They're on the counter. By the way, to buy the coffee machine. Don't ever let your vet convince you for antibiotics for your dog. I looked at the bottle. I could have got the same antibiotics for a human for $12. Instead, I paid $61.
These?
Yeah. The diso something. Disoclycerin. But you got to give it 3. Peanut butter? No, I haven't tried that. But I'm just saying, I was like, I paid like $64 for this stupid medicine, and I literally could have got it from like Walmart for like $12. No, disocycline, something. Then the second word has an H, something like that. You need to real mercy me comment. Oh, read. Mercy me. That was not a threat. It was a promise. People in the background have clips to prove what you have done. But I'm not talking about your parent. I'm going to say that your kid's disability neglect. Oh my God. All right. Have a good day, Mercy me. Let me just say this, okay? Yes, doxycycline. And then there's the second word with an H. But I looked it up. It's a standard antibiotic you can get for like $12. I was like, I need doggy Medicaid. Someone said try peanut butter, but I think the only peanut butter we have is chocolate. Yeah, I think it is HCl. It's Hydra or something, but it's not like quote unquote dog medicine. I think this is crazy. All right, so let me say this, and I want everyone to hear this loud and fucking clear. I wish Phoenix or Dayton, or Sage were here to tell you the effects of CPS being called and what it does to a kid. My kids are traumatized from CPS and false allegations to the point that my kids wouldn't even open the door for years, like 2 years, 3 years. They would not go to the front door. They were afraid because they were afraid it was going to be CPS or it was going to be a police officer. Nobody from YouTube should ever call CPS on another YouTuber unless it is so outrageous that it's undeniable, which I've seen maybe twice, and it had nothing to do with this community. Someone beating their kid on a live, somebody doing something so disgusting and so.
Why is she so freaking smart?
What?
Why is she so? All right, that's one. Come on.
What'd you do?
Ham, but I'm gonna have to like.
Yeah, you gotta shove it in her. She's smart. She'll pick it out.
The first one, she ate all of it and spit.
But what you think of somebody and what you think you hear may not be what it is. Do I think Brittney's kids should be up at fucking 2 o'clock in the morning? No, I would lose my mind if my kids were up at 2 o'clock in the morning. Lose my shit. But that doesn't make her a bad mom. That doesn't make her, it just makes, maybe she likes to sleep in and that's the only way her kids are going to sleep in. Maybe her kids have ADHD and they're up no matter what. Maybe, that's their normal schedule. Who gives a shit? It's not my business. It's not my family. So if that works for Brittney's family, then so be it. It's not your business. And she has a husband too. And if that's the schedule they're on, then so be it. Maybe the husband, that's the only time he gets to spend with his kids. Maybe, my kid came in. I remember Dayton came in and said he was hungry once. And I said, hang on. Dayton was always overweight. Do you think he's starving to death? Absolutely fucking not. He was at the time also old enough that he can run inside and grab something. He's just lazy and wanted mommy to cook because he likes mommy's cooking. So we don't know Brittney's story. I don't think Brittney's kids are starving to death. I don't think that Brittney's kids are dying and are neglected.
All right, she ate all of them.
She did? Good job. Well, then you could give them to her then, because she won't take them from me.
She liked me more.
And some makes up throughout the 90s and inside. That's what I'm saying. But Brittney, you don't even have to explain it. That's not anyone's business. Like I personally said, you're absolutely crazy to have my kids up that late. I would never, but that's me. That's me. My kids also wake up at the crack of fucking dawn. And my dogs wake up at the crack of dawn. And I'm still up at 3 o'clock in the morning. But I know what you're saying. The point is, you don't need to explain it. Like, what you do with your kids every day is on you. Nobody should be calling CPS on anybody. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous. I'm so sick and tired of the threats, that everything. Just no. And you guys, people that have been with me all know my children. They've seen my kids grow up. I've been here since 2018. You guys have seen my kids go from, preteen all the way to now teenagers in college and one in 11th grade. I started here. Dayton was 10. He's now 16. Somebody asked me for a link. Woohoo! I'm always begging people to come up here. I'm like, nobody wants to come up with me. Now I got to sit all by myself. It's hard carrying a chat for 2 hours alone, especially in drama. Hey, girl.
Hey, can you hear me? Because yesterday they were saying it's slow. I wasn't on my computer.
I can hear.
Okay. I just want to say something really quickly because I guess there's a person that didn't understand what I was saying in chat. So I said Mercy Me's comment is a product of the things that Granny's watching has continued to spew about me as a parent, and I stand by that. And I'm going to say this here, and I'm going to say this on my own channel later on. If CPS comes to my house, I'm telling you right now, this is not me just flexing. I've got it all. I have carefully, very meticulously, and Yvette and my mods in your chat will verify this. I have meticulously documented everything that I need so that, and law enforcement's been notified. So if CPS comes to my house, you bet everything that's on my life that I will be sitting down with that caseworker and showing her where Granny's watching has accused me of starving my children, neglecting them, leaving them up all hours of the night when she don't know the story, locking them out, abusing my animals. The things that this woman has said about me put me and my family in grave danger, because all it's going to take is one crazy person like Mercy Me to hear that and to try to do harm to me. So I'm going to stand on that 100%. Yes, we as creators, Laura, you know this. When you have a platform with thousands of people, it is your responsibility to try to be mindful of the things that you put out, because you are in, you're basically in a position of influence. So when she goes on her panel and just irresponsibly spews these lies about me because of her hate and disdain, that can do some real damage. Just like when she lied and said that her kid's school was called and her son was strip searched. Now she's saying that's ridiculous. The school would never strip search the kids. But you blame me and my husband for that. And there were people in her chat saying that I needed to have my ass whooped and be made to feel as afraid as that little boy was.
Wait,
so,
hold on. I meant to ask you this and I always forgot. From what I heard, because I heard it secondhand, but you had not CPS. Your kid was called down to the office for something, and then the very next day, the same thing happened at GW. Did I hear that right?
No, what happened, and I got mad and mentioned it. I didn't even want to talk about it online because you bring, fucking more attention to this. But what happened was, I'm very close with the people that my kids, we live in a small town. Everybody's on a first name basis. Okay. So I go to sign my kids in the school one morning, and the school nurse comes over to me and she's like, "Hey, come here, let's talk." And I was like, "What's going on?" She's like, "Don't tell the school social worker this." She said his name. "Don't tell him I told you this. He's going to, ask to talk to you in a minute. But hey, I'm giving you a heads up. Somebody called here yesterday after it was like right after the bell had rung or whatever. And they said that they were a concerned person that they knew your channel online, and that you basically, they were concerned enough to notify the school, but they didn't want to call CPS. They would leave it up to the school's discretion if they wanted to call CPS, but they thought somebody needed to know that my boys are not fed. They're up all hours of the night. Basically, all the shit that she freaking has accused me of, they told the freaking school social worker this. They said that, just a bunch of shit. It was a lot. So I get pulled into an office with my school social worker and the assistant freaking principal. And I don't know about y'all, but it's fucking embarrassing to sit there and have to explain the trauma community to some people at freaking the school. Luckily, they know me. They know, my kid. And he even said, he was like, your kids are taken care of. He couldn't give me a name. He couldn't give me the gender of the person. That would not tell me anything. But he did tell me, you know, there's really not much you could do about it. You can, you know, notify law enforcement, make a paper trail. But, you know, unless this happens again, there's really not much they can do. But I said, well, you're a mandatory reporter. So does this mean that fucking I'm going to have to deal with CPS? And he said, no. Yes, they're a mandatory reporter, but when you're a mandatory reporter, you have to notify when there's a cause for concern. He said you could tell when, as soon as the person called. He said that when somebody calls on a person and they're really concerned, you don't miss a beat. He said it was like this person was just trying to think of anything they could, you know, to speak against me. And they know my kids, like, stop this crap. My kids have been to the same school since they started. You know, if my children were not taken care of, like Granny says, I would have been in trouble. Just stop. But yes, that's what happened, Laura. In a nutshell, that's the first time I've actually shared that. But the day after that, yeah, she says her kid's school was called.
That's what I thought, because that's what I heard, that you had discussed some of that on a live. And then all of a sudden, the next day, Granny's kid was strip searched. And I do remember her saying that he went all the way down to his boxers. And I made it a point in Patreon saying that's bullshit. A school cannot do that. And then when I looked online, it was some rule in Pennsylvania where they can. And I was like, wow, they actually can strip search in Pennsylvania. So I know.
But now there's a clip where she's denying it. She's like, a school stripping a child down to their boxers. That's ridiculous. But you don't get to you can't just so irresponsibly accuse somebody of something so heinous to the point where her followers are demanding that I have my ass beat and be made to feel like her kid, only for her now to say, oh, that's ridiculous. People aren't going to strip a kid down to their boxers at school. Lord, this is like, I'm so over this. Like, okay. It's ridiculous.
Hold on. In Pennsylvania, the policy allows strip searching only when there are reasonable grounds defined in a policy to believe the student possesses drugs or a weapon. It can be done. You're allowed. If there, someone can call and say that, yeah, I'll show you guys so you don't think I'm crazy.
Lindsay, I have supported Laura before Laura and Granny were even friends. Lindsay said I wouldn't be here if you weren't talking about Granny.
Lindsay, you're wrong.
She's so wrong.
School officials have the authority to lawfully search students or their belongings, including lockers, automobiles, electric devices, clothing, and other possessions without a warrant when in school, on school grounds, or when otherwise under school supervision. If there's a reasonable, which is probably where it comes here, they can. And I read this when she had said it. They can't do body cavity.
But why lie? Why lie? And now she's saying that she didn't. That he wasn't. Like, you just, that's so irresponsible. And I didn't do that, Granny. I didn't. And Craig would never. If I was to go to Craig and be like, hey, can you call this girl's kid's school? He would tell me, all right, it's time to log off. Like, this shit has made you do things that we would never do. Like, that's against our moral beliefs. Neither one of us would do that. Because you know what? I don't go after little kids. No matter how much I dislike her, I would never use her children as a weapon because her kids are innocent, just like mine are. Nobody's kids should be even brought into this crap.
All right, hold on. Yeah, but what I'm saying, unsupervised maniacs, is we don't know how it happened. We don't know if somebody called and said, hey, this kid has weapons on him, or this kid has drugs on him, and that's why they searched him down to nothing. We have no idea.
Oh,
If
Tammy.
whatever happened, I think she's the one that called on Brittney. Brittney made a comment about it, so now all of a sudden it was her, kind of like the whole diary thing.
Tammy, I didn't even realize who you were until yesterday. I don't think you really want to come in here and say anything to me. You trolled Natasha's chat under her dead father's name for Granny. Don't
Who
come
did?
in here and talk to me about morals.
Who did?
That lady Tammy's clips in your chat right there.
Did
She
she
trolled
really?
Natasha's chat with Natasha's dead father's name for Granny's watching. Don't come talk to me about morals. But you become a friend with somebody, a little kid on social media to get information on a creator. Don't talk to me about morals. I don't do that kind of dirty shit.
Wow.
Where you at, Lindsay? You know what I'm talking about. They don't need these. I'm telling you, Laura, it gets dark. These people are dirty. There you go. I sure did, and I apologized. Right. Okay. Don't come talk to me about morals, because one thing that I don't do is the shit like you did. I would never do that. If I knew that was you did that kind of stuff, I would have never had a conversation with you or been your friend for I had no clue you were that kind of person. You want to talk to me about morals? You don't know Craig. You don't know me. You don't know anything about us.
Okay, now let me back up for a second. I just want to clear this up so it's clear, so we know what happened. Yeah, Granny did say that he stripped down to boxers, and that's the only reason I knew the law in Pennsylvania, because I looked it up. Because I was like, there's no way they did that. She's lying. She's full of shit. So for her to now backtrack, but the point I was getting at was very simple, that the way I heard it was Brittney explained it. And then all of a sudden, of course, GW got it 10 times worse, and it was Brittney's fault. That told me that Granny's watching is the one that called on Brittney. What is that noise?
Oh, hold on. You probably hear the stupid fan drying the floor out.
There you go. So that's the point I was getting at. Thank you, Lana. I was talking to my kid, I was talking to Phoenix about that yesterday. He was saying something, and I said, I was like, Phoenix, honestly, 3 out of 3. You guys are all doing great. You're all on a great path. You're all moving forward positively. I was like, that's pretty fucking good for, we're talking about Sage having daddy issues. And I said, she's actually, you guys have all turned out better than so many people that have 2 parents. I was like, I'm pretty proud of you guys. I think you guys have all like shown amazing. I was like, as crazy as I am, I did something right. So thank you, Lana. All right, what were you gonna say?
Oh no, I just can't, like, regardless of how you feel about me or anybody else, even if you like me or not, I think it should be a common agreement across the board. People's children need to be left out of this. I
agree.
You don't see, like, oh my God, it's only when I say things about Granny or I'm in a chat that's about her, do I start getting comments about my kids and CPS. I've had drama with other creators and I've never experienced this. It's only with her. That's some sick shit.
Why are you 2 at such odds?
Because she won't stop. She sits there and I've never in my life, this is the only person I've ever dealt with who will accuse you of doing everything that she, in fact, is doing to you. It's like the biggest mind fuckery that I've ever experienced. Every day she talks about me. Every single day. There's not one live stream where she doesn't talk about me and try to sway the chat into thinking that I'm this horrible person. She wants to destroy my channel. She wants to destroy my credibility. and she's hell bent on doing so. Granny has a grudge that she will not let go of.
What's the grudge?
She just won't do it. I don't know. Just, I guess, everything that we've been through. You know what I think it is, honestly? I won't bow down to the bitch and say I'm sorry. And I see through her. I see through her manipulation. I see the game that she plays, and she can't stand anybody that figures her out. That's what it is.
Oh, that's true. That I 100% will agree with. Hey, Sammy B, that is one thing I will agree with tenfold. As soon as you call her out, as soon as you no longer like believe in her, all of a sudden you're talking about her kids, you're jealous of her. No, you just proved yourself to be a fucking liar. End of story.
Yep.
There's no other way around it. It's not anything shady. It's not numbers. It's just that you proved you're a fucking liar over and over and over again. End of story.
Lindsay Lee, I'm going to say that I'm tired of explaining this, and I cannot wait. I said this in your chat a second ago. I'm pretty sure that you did not see it when I said it. Unfortunately, you have to let people learn themselves. They have to see it for themselves. There's nothing you can say to convince them that this person is anything other than a great person. So, Lindsay, I pray that she doesn't do the things to you that she has done to me. And yes, I did make an agreement with her that I wouldn't speak on her before I heard her say that she has a photo of my children and she spoke about them in the most disparaging way. So let me ask you, Lindsay, if somebody speaks on your kids and talks shit, what are you going to do? You going to keep your mouth shut, or are you going to speak up in defense of your children? Because I'm sorry, that deal went out the window the minute the bitch says she's got a photo of my kids. I don't care if you like me or not. If you guys are okay with that, then I don't want to be anywhere near you. It's all fun and games until it happens to you. You just wait. I'm going to go ahead and go, Laura.
Oh,
Thank
Sammy,
you for
that's
having
not
me.
true. Hold on. Sammy, that's not true. I've heard her speak on Dietz's panel. I've heard her speak on GW's panel, GB's panel. I've heard her speak on her own panel. I don't know why people are saying that. That's not true.
No.
GW speaks on Brittney every single place she goes. Every single place.
And every day. She just said today, the reason that I defend Seth is to come back at her. And she freaking insinuated that I'm online 24/7 and how that's not healthy for me, which makes it unhealthy for my kids. Like, that's okay. That's okay. Because Dee Dee has the evidence. You have to have proof with these people. And even with seeing the proof that this woman will not shut up, they're still going to say that she don't talk about me.
But Brittney, don't go anywhere yet, because there's a couple of points I want to make with you on panel. One of the things that people are not realizing, and people, I don't know if they're blind to it, they're forgetting it, but the only reason that Granny's watching started talking about Seth and going after Seth so hard is to take the opposite of Brittney. That's it. She doesn't know jack shit about the case. She doesn't know jack shit about Seth. But because Brittney is friendly with Seth, and because Brittney backs Seth, GW had to take the opposite. She had to fucking go hard at Seth. And if people can't see that, I don't know how they can't see that, because that was so blatantly obvious. And I don't get how nobody in her world saw that. Because, I mean, she went after hard. But if you ask her about the case, she doesn't know jack shit about the case. I heard her talking, was it on Nonsense? No, it was with B. Tim. I don't remember whose panel it was on, but I don't even think I was watching the person's live. I think it was in a chat, but GW was talking about something, and beats him, was schooling her on it. And it was like she knew nothing. She just knew how to hate on whoever Brittney liked. And that was like her dig at Brittney. The screenshot she put out, not screenshots, the thumbnails she put out, it was all about to go against Brittney. And I don't know how people didn't see this. See, the drama around true crime, that's a QB thing. That's what QB has always stated she does. Drama around true crime.
It's so wild that you mentioned, because you probably didn't even see GW's live today. But, well, there you go. This is just another prime example of her accusing me of doing things that she indeed does. She said today that I take the approach of defending Seth because she doesn't like him. Well, first of all, I was talking about the Sebastian Rogers case and favorable of his father before Granny ever even spoke on that case at all. And secondly, you're not that important to me. You're not that important to me that I'm going to actually choose to defend someone in a case of a missing child because you don't like them. Why would I? That's stupid.
Yeah, but K&S, Seth can do whatever the fuck he wants. It's his child. If he wants to make a panel laughing, it doesn't matter. It's his kid. He can handle it however he wants to handle it. I don't know why anybody has a say in that. Seth can do
Listen,
it.
I don't agree.
He wants.
Yeah, well, and I do want to state that too. Listen, I don't agree with everything that Seth has done or said. There's a lot of stuff that I disagree with. Just because I support someone doesn't mean, listen, that man didn't, in my humble opinion, and I mean this with every fiber of my being, I don't think that man has any idea where his son is or what happened to him. And the hate that he receives from people, to me, is not warranted. There's nothing you can tell him that he's failed on as far as being a parent that he probably hasn't beat himself up 10 times over for. Why do we have to sit there and disparage him even more when he's in the worst nightmare that he's ever experienced?
I agree. And I'm also on the same belief the Proudfoot should be given the same respect. I'm one of the only people that seem to think that. But yes, I stand by that. And I tell Brittney, I go on Brittney's panel and I say that. We had this the other day. Yeah. So I'm a big believer in nobody's in jail, just like, Summerwell's parents, Don and Candace, nobody's in jail. Nobody's been arrested. So they should get the same respect as innocent people. All parents should be off limits, period. They're all going through their own nightmare. And I stand by that.
Yeah. Bag of chips, there's a massive difference from saying that Chris Proudfoot pisses me off for saying that Sebastian has a goofy smile, or that I disagree with him, and to the extreme for spanking a special needs child with a belt. That's a big difference than making thumbnails of Seth as an ogre, like making fun of his weight, accusing him of faking an injury. Like, if you go look at the things that I say about the Proudfoots in comparison to the outright bullying that I've seen of Seth, it does not compare to each other in the least bit. I would not disparage these people on a personal level, and I certainly have never accused them of doing anything that they haven't done. People need to actually go take the time and listen to my streams instead of what other people say.
Yeah, I agree. Seth has been dragged to hell and back. I'll agree with that. And I said to Justin the other night, what if Katie and Chris are truly innocent? How are you going to feel putting together all of these theories that they did this, this, and this? Not saying you're wrong, but you might not be right either. I said, and how unfair. I said that right on Brittney's panel. I said, how unfair is that to Chris and Katie? That all, you know, you have this, you're putting together these theories that they did, it was an accident, they did this, they did that. They didn't do anything yet. Like, we don't know. So I'm of the belief that nobody should be put down. But certainly not Katie and Seth. And I've made that known. But without getting on a total different topic, Brittney, what can, and I know it's harder than hell. You know, I have tons of haters. Most I ignore, some I don't. We all know this. So tell me, what do you think can be done that can stop this between you and Granny?
I mean this with every fiber of my being, and I told her this. I have no problem. Like, I'm not hung up on going after her. I'm not hung up on destroying her. I'm not insecure. I don't need to take her down to feel like I can exist. We can coexist all day long. What I ask, and the only thing I ask, number one, don't utter my kids' name or anything about them ever again. I don't want anything about my children, anything about my parenting, none of it. Drop it. Drop my personal life completely. I ask that you stop speaking on me 100%. And I'm not talking about, it's okay to throw in those cheap digs that you always do where you don't say my name, but you make sure that it's enough where I know it's me. Stop that shit. Don't talk about me at all. Act like I'm, I don't exist. And I will gladly give you the same respect. But she can't do it, Laura.
So what if she doesn't do it, but you stay quiet, like no matter what? And I'm doing this now. I'm not telling you to do something that I haven't done in the last month. There's someone that, went live about me every single day, and I have told everybody, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to know about it. Tell me nothing. I have not said boo about her at all. And honestly, I don't even know if she's still talking about me because I don't give a fuck. But my point is that I would completely cut her off, like zilch, zero, nothing. Even if
bag of chips, Megan. Sorry, go ahead.
Even if she knows, even if you know she's talking about you, completely just cut it off. Like, let her, oh, she does, Yarn. Let her just keep on going and say nothing.
Yeah, I can deal with that but like I said, my trigger point, she knows them. She knows talking about my kids. That's a hard one. That is my like parenting and my kids.
The one advantage you have that most of us don't, your channel isn't built on the drama. Your subs don't want the drama. I have heard this. I have heard this from your own subs. They want you doing true crime. They don't want the drama. So I think in order for you to continue to grow, and I hate to use this person as a comparison because she's a fucking psycho, but Lana never talks about drama. And look how far her channel has come. And she's fucking psychotic. But she never, ever discusses drama. And she built her following granted on the Idaho 4, but she built her following and doesn't let any of the drama seep into her lives. You have that advantage that your following wants true crime. They don't want drama. And I think you'll end up, I have mixed it and lost a lot of following. I didn't lose subs, but lost a lot of following because my subs didn't want drama but I kept giving them drama and eventually they fell off. So you don't have that advantage. You have the true crime people that want true crime. Don't give them drama. Give them true crime. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'll make this agreement with you, okay? Because I don't want to go back on my word. I will try really hard. I did it for 2 months. Yvette will tell you. I did this shit for 2 months, a couple months ago. And it's crazy. I told the girls, I was like, oh my God, I stopped talking. I didn't speak a word on her. I didn't say nothing in another chat. Like, there was nothing about Granny's watching that come from my mouth or from another chat. Like, nothing. I didn't take the bait. And I come out with 2 more people talking about it. That was when she like recruited nonsense. And like, I said, damn, I go silent and I have multiple people talking about me now, but I can try. I really can. I mean, like I said, I don't need to try to destroy her. And regardless of what these people in chat that hate me say, I'm telling you, all you got to do is go back and look. When I say things, whether it's in another comment section or on my panel, I am always responding. You know, now there might be times I say something like she's a liar, something like that, but most of the time it's a response. But yeah, I know. I don't know. I'm over this. I just want her to stop talking about my kids.
If there's anybody to quote unquote look up to about how to stay quiet, meaning me and you, have all had the same group of people come after us. We both had the same group, and I call them all a clique because they really are. And they all jump on each other's panels and they all share each other's subs, and not one of them is going to grow. MGL said that a long time ago, and she is so right. Drama does not grow your channel. It may give you money temporarily. It may give you subs temporarily, but you will never get to 100,000 views talking about the drama of the people in this community. Queen Bee maxed out where she is. Nonsense maxed out where she is. GW maxed out where she is. They're never going to get 3,000 people in a live. They're just not. They're maxed out where they are, and they're sharing their same subs, and that's where it's going to stay. When Molly blew up because she went to other avenues to bring it to YouTube. That's where half these people came from. Molly Golightly and Facebook. So, you know, T-Rev maybe maxed out now, but the one person that you should really think of, whether you like her or not, but I look at her as a model of not allowing people to affect my brain and not allow me, allow the negativity and the toxicity that whole crew spews, is Zav Girl. And I say that because Zav Girl had fucking News Nation making videos about her. She had every creator in this fucking platform besides me saying negative shit about her. It wasn't one group. She had tons of people. She had creators that have millions of subs saying how wrong she was, and when they didn't even realize what she was doing. Big creators, small creators, news stories. She made it to fucking every news story that covers true crime, including Ashley Banfield. And you know what she did? She took a little time off. She came back, said, fuck you all. She went right back to doing true crime and now has over 100,000 subs. Never looked back. That is someone to look up to, whether you, and I do every day. And I don't watch her stuff because I don't really care for the cases she covers, but her mentality and her attitude of let them fucking talk. I mean, it's not easy to come back from the fucking News Nation and Chris Cuomo and everybody coming after you. That is not easy to come back from. And she did. I tell you what, like a champ.
I proudly stood by her too through that. I don't like cancel culture. I think that shit is bull. I lost friends during that time, people that were supposed to be her friends, just like I was. they went on a panel, like a group of mean girls, and dragged her for filth. When one of the people, get this, Laura, one of the people that went up on this panel of girls to drag Zav actually was in her chat 2 days before she put the autopsy photos in her Patreon. She asked the chat, she said, what do you guys think about me putting the Stalk autopsy photos in my Patreon for the people that want to study them? The person told her that she thinks that's a good idea so she could go look at them. That person, I'm not going to name the name, but she went on panel with a group of about 5 or 6 women and basically put Zav down, and, you know, were basically pointing the fingers at her and stuff, knowing that she was one of the ones that told Zav to do it.
Yep.
These people are frauds. They're all frauds.
I agree. But it's not a bad example, Irish girl. I'm not saying you have to like what she did. I'm saying that to come back from such hatred and to come back from such an intense scrutiny and to come back from, you know, even being on the news and being bashed from the news, that's a certain type of motherfucker that can come back from that. And I respect her for that. So it doesn't matter if, you know, if you like what she did, if you didn't like what she did, if you like her, you don't like her. That's not the point. My point is someone that has learned to turn off the negativity and the toxicity and do what she loves to do. That's what my point was.
Yeah.
And that's a fucking, I stand by her for that. That is one strong bitch to come back from what she came from.
Yeah, she is.
Could not do it. Most people would never be able to come back from that and not get into drama. And she just took a little time off and fucking came back, you know, strong. Good for her.
Well, she's not a bad person at all. She did, you know, I don't agree with what happened. I don't think she should have, you know, did what she did, but she's not a bad person. Not bad at all. Zav actually has a big heart, and you know, yeah, I agree. She is a good example of not
of ignoring the negative.
Yeah. No, I'll try. I can, you know, just trying to be real with you. Like, I don't want to give you my word, because I know what they're going to do now is try to bait me. But I will, you know, I'll tell people, don't give me anything. Don't show me anything.
She has proven over and over and over she's just a fucking liar. I mean, I have so much. And the other thing is her nonsense. And I was thinking about this morning. Her nonsense and a lot of them, QB, B Tim, have so much negativity. Their channels are toxic. All they spew is negative shit. All they spew is toxicity. Your channel doesn't do that. As much as me and Nana butt heads, and I don't agree with 90% of what she says, and she drives me nuts, and I drive her nuts, I'm not getting a toxic vibe coming from you or your chat. That's the difference.
God, no.
Same thing with Justin. I don't agree with 95% of what Justin says on his channel, but guess what? He's not spewing things at a toxic level. He's not, there's no negativity surrounding his channel. Same thing with yours. I don't go in there and feel this toxic heaviness or this negative vibe. And that's what I feel from them, this negative vibe. And that's also the difference.
Yeah, no, we're definitely not out to destroy anybody, or you know what I said yesterday, Laura, and I mean this with every fiber of my being. I'm not good at drama. I'm not. I've always said that.
I said the same thing about myself.
Yeah, like, you know, I could see there's one thing. I'm about to give Granny a bone. I'm going to throw her a bone. That is one thing I will say about her. She can go off and go 90 miles an hour, and it's like she don't even have to think of a comeback. She immediately, bam, you know, she can tell somebody off with a quickness. And it's like, for some people, it comes easy. For me, like, I go live and I get ready to tell somebody off and my palms get sweaty and I get nervous. I start fumbling over my words. It don't feel good. I don't walk away from it feeling like I was beneficial to myself or with any, it's not edifying at all. And that's not what I want to do. You know what I mean? Like you can choose what you want to do with your platform. And do you choose to have this platform that you work so hard for to just grow negativity and just break everybody down? Or do you try to do something where, you know, even if it's a meaningless live stream, walk away learning something?
I agree. And bag of chips, I don't do clickbait fucking titles. All you had to do is rewind the video a little bit. There you have it. So don't ever accuse me of doing fucking clickbait titles. I am dead set against clickbait fucking titles. Dead set against it.
Oh God, they accuse me of that. And I'm going to tell you something. Clickbait is one of my pet peeves.
Yep.
And that is the quickest way that I will unsubscribe from a person. I hate it.
I agree. I found a channel today with like 300,000 subs. Every single title that he has is clickbait. And everybody keeps saying that in the chat, but yet he's got like 300,000 subs. But every single title is clickbait. Every single thumbnail says, "Oh, he raped me," about all these like big people. I fucking hate clickbait. Absolutely hate it.
Well, I know you're not religious, but I hate the ones that are like, they'll have like a picture of Jesus and it says, "If you believe in me and love me, you'll hit like. If not, you're going to hell." Like that pisses me off so bad.
Are you serious? I've never.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
That's crazy.
You'll see it now.
I should do that.
They do. They're like, oh, it's sick, Laura. They do that and people feel like they're compelled to do, you know, to click the like.
What happened with Jonesin? Yeah, trust me, I've known GW for years. Well, you can't put this message out there. Where is before and after? You can't take his message. What is there to know? Tell me. You don't have to be a fucking rocket scientist to figure out what this says. Plain and simple. You going on. Meanwhile, you going on someone's panel. Oh, Queen Bee fucking involved herself? She absolutely did. Well, Britt better prepare herself for CPS. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to know that she's implying that Queen Bee is going to call CPS. You don't even have to be smart to figure that out. That's clear as fucking day. I'm sorry if you're not smart enough to figure this out. I mean, so fucking... No, it's not really a threat. What she's saying is that since Queen Bee got involved, Brittney better prepare herself for CPS. That's what she's saying. Yep.
Well, I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to say this one time and I'll let it be, because I stand by what I said. You cannot tell people, you can't convince people about this chick. They're dead set. But I'm going to say this. I agree with the person in chat. If you don't like Clue and you think Cluminati's bad, at least Cluminati is out and she owns who she is. Anybody that you know has anything against Clue, Granny is 10 times worse. And the sad part is she's manipulative and you're going to be so deep before you figure it out. Like I let people figure it out on their own. Usually when you end up figuring it out is when she starts lying on you like she did Laura.
But she's not just me. She lies about everything. Everything. The shit she lied about previously, just everything. I don't get it. Like, dude, why are you lying about all of this shit?
Yeah, she lies every time she opens her mouth. Is a lie. I mean,
And
that's facts.
And the other thing I don't understand, and this is just a personal thing with me, why are creators so fucking insecure? Like, oh, don't mention that person's channel. You know, you're like, you don't want anyone going, I don't give a fuck who you mention Queen Bee, mention fucking Brittney, mention Granny's watching. Like, people are so fucking insecure about mentioning channels. Like, everyone's going to run to them now. Like, oh my God, get some fucking security in your life. Like, I don't get it. Thank you, Sissy. Sissy makes the board. Hold on, I gotta add you to the board.
All right, K&S, y'all are obsessed. I don't even count my mods. Only you people do that. I'm the one that's supposed to be obsessed with Granny, but she like down to even speaking on about a man who lost his life in front of my house due to a car wreck. Like, you can't. Who counts people's mods? Who does that?
What do you mean count?
Like, I swear, I bet you they try to say that I've lost over 100 moderators, and they literally have this list that they have went back and counted people who have left my channel. If that's not obsessed,
people should ask Jay is for Justice about her list that she used to have. Whoo boy. Jay for Justice used to have something called a cunt list, where subs were divided by what she thought of them. Yeah, she did this whole cunt list, and one of her mods outed it. It was bad. Her channel, channel tanked.
Right, and it doesn't matter who. It doesn't matter if it's me, you, anybody that's been a creator for an extended period of time. If anybody tunnel focuses in on them and actually starts counting people that have left their channel, you're going to have a list. And I got news for y'all. Y'all are idiots. You have so many people wrong on that list. You don't even have an accurate number. You don't even have some of the right people. But it's the fact that you would do that at all, that you would waste your precious time that you can't get back trying to count how many mods I have, but I'm supposed to be the one that's obsessed with you. That's weird.
But Crystal, I was just going to say that mods leave creators all the time. Subs leave creators all the time. Let me make this clear for everybody. Subs are not here forever. They come and go. I've had people that have been with me for 5 years. I have people that are no longer on YouTube from 5 years ago. So I have some mods that are now deceased. I mean, times change, people grow up. People don't want to stay on YouTube. People, you just go with what you like, but people sometimes get bored. People like, yeah, I'm no longer, align with your thing, or I'm looking for more drama, or I'm looking for something. Like, people change, views change, people change. My tastes are not the same as they were 5 years ago. So people get married. So I don't get why people are worried about, oh, you had so many mods left. Some mods feel lost and they don't want, they don't want to deal with it. Look at Muscles and Mascara. Now, I know Muscles and Mascara from MGL. And honestly, like, when I saw her on your channel, I was like, oh shit, I know her. But she's changed. She no longer wants the MGL stuff. She no longer wants that drama stuff. She wants true crime. So she went to Brittney. It doesn't mean she hates MGL. I don't know if she does, but it doesn't mean she hates MGL. But everybody shares subs and people move on. People change. Some are shady, don't get me wrong, but some aren't. Some just move on from where they were at. It doesn't make them bad. Drama is a losing game in the long run. I totally agree.
I don't care to go through that list, but if I actually did, I could tell you right now, like, Context matters. There's a large group of them. There's some that left because they didn't like that I covered Kylie Rodney as much as I did. There's people that left because they got sick and had real life shit going on. People have left. I have one mod. I miss her to this day. She started school to become a lawyer, and she just couldn't do it anymore. Like, you can't sum that up and be like, oh, Brittney burned all these people. Okay. Like, you have no clue.
And the other half too, though, people leave because, okay, I'm like a one and done kind of person. I'll cover a story and I'll move on the next day. But people that know me from Making a Murderer, when I followed the whole thing through for 2 years, they want that. They may not have unsubbed, but they want that continuous story. They may have left me to go to someone like you that covers it nonstop, where I don't do that. So people just never know why someone is, why someone leaves. They just may not. They may want to talk about a case 24/7, or they may not. You can't like use that as, oh, now they hate the creator. You just can't use that as a bar. And I don't know why people do. People's tastes change. It just does.
Laura, I want to address something because you asked about it. So I'm going to assume you don't know much about it, which I want you to, because this is something that Granny actually vehemently defended me about. And this is actually in context to your screenshot that you're showing today about CPS. So the actual video that everybody's talking about, bag of chips that you keep describing down there, there was my sons, one of them had, I was stupid. I can't believe I did this. I still dread doing this, but I basically, I monitor my children's online usage. I mean, I stalk it. And in order for me to be able to watch what they do even more closely online, I had my channel, I basically had them logged into the same Google account as I had. And it's always works, never been a problem. Well, one day they got the bright idea to upload a short. And you have to have context to this because people want to make it so much worse than it is. My son is on the spectrum, hates clothes. So when he comes home, first thing he does every day after school is go to the bathroom, and then he takes his shorts off. It's a battle all day. We have to constantly put his clothes back on.
How old is he?
Well, now he's 10. At the time, he was like 8. Okay. What happened was I was in the kitchen cooking, and Christian, my other son, who is a year younger than Neil at the time, they were like 7 and 8, got the bright idea to tell Neil to twerk. He's like twerking. He recorded like 2 seconds of Neil on the bed on all fours, and Neil like twerked like 2 or 3 times, and they uploaded the video. I had no clue. Angela called me 2 seconds after the video goes up. She's like, Brittney, I'm not sure what the hell is on your channel, but it looks like you can see like a small part of what looks like a woman's butt or a kid's butt. And what you could see is basically the small of his back and the top of his butt. And he twerked a couple times. You hear them laugh, and then it ends. I took it down. When I took that video down, 3 people saw it. I mean, it was up for a minute. Cotton Candy got the video. I don't know how the hell she got it as quick as it went up and as fast as it went down. She goes live, Laura. And y'all help me remember. I want to say that she freaking showed a screenshot of it with a sticker. I was infuriated. For the most part, everybody and their mama defended me on that. They were like, look, kids are kids. They do stupid shit. Like, this is, it's bad that she had her kids connected to her account, but, Cotton was shit for what she did. Everybody pretty much agreed with that. Well, Granny defended me at the time about that. Now she's bringing it back up to use against me and actually accused me of saying that she thinks I'm the one that uploaded that to get attention.
Yeah, but you didn't see his wee-wee, right?
No, he was down on all fours, and all you saw was the small of his back and the top of his butt. You see what I'm saying? You didn't see anything else. Like, he was down on all fours, and my other son was standing over the top of him. So it was like, I don't even know. You saw the top of his little butt and his lower back.
Okay.
You didn't see
I don't see the big deal.
in the front. You couldn't even see who, a face. Like, you couldn't see anything. But the whole point was, it happened. I went live immediately. I addressed it, told him I was sorry. Lesson learned on my part. I don't know why I had them connected on my account. It was just a way to keep them, to watch them. It always worked. Now she's bringing that shit up again after defending me. And here's the part that really makes me very angry and uneasy. She asked Cotton Candy in her chat the other day, Granny did, if she still had that video. Why are you asking for a video of my children? Why?
Yeah, that's weird.
What do you need that for?
That's weird. That is weird. But I don't see anything wrong with that, though. I really don't.
Thank you for saying that, Nicolina.
Like, I don't know. I just don't see anything wrong with it. It's a kid. If he was like 16, that's one thing. But if he's a little kid, he's 8 years old, who cares? Like, why sexualize a child? He's just a fucking 8-year-old.
Well, I was mortified, and I'm gonna be honest with you, like, there were so many people who reached out to me and was like, Brittney, my kids twerk. They all do. Like, because I was mortified. I was devastated. And like I said, I own my mistakes. Should I have had them on my account? No. But you know what I mean? Like, it had never been a problem before. They never bothered my channel or, you know what I mean? Did anything like that. But, I would like to know why Granny would like to have that video. I would never want to be in possession of any video like that. Not even that one.
Hold on, bag of chips. You are joking, right? Like, you really can't be this fucked up. Bag of chips says, could it be that she was making sure the video still isn't saved? Why does your mind go to something crazy? Like, please don't insult Brittney's fucking intelligence. And if you really believe that, you belong with GW and all her lies. Just saying. There's no reason she needs that video.
Bag of chips. When that happened, you had my enemies. People that had dragged me for filth had actually came out and said, Cotton Candy's wrong. I don't like Brittney, but this is fucked up. You need to delete that. Okay? I had people that hated my guts that stood with me. That video, no one should have that video. So I don't know how you could say that. All I'll say is it's a lot easier for somebody on the outside. Laura, how would you feel if somebody was asking for a video of your son at 8 years old?
Oh, it's
where
happening.
It showed like the top and speaker bottom.
My kids' videos are out there. Trust me. People have recorded my kids talking in the background.
Oh my God.
Dayton said something to Phoenix, like, I'm going to beat your ass. I don't know what it was, but there's a video circling that, it was from a couple of years ago, but like, someone actually recorded my kids in the background and made a video about what my kids said in the background while I was live. Like, people are fucked up. They're just fucked up. I don't think Cotton Candy is Sheriff's Front anymore. I think they had a fight.
I'll go get it. Cotton Candy told her she didn't have it anymore, that she deleted.
Well, good. I don't know why she would have recorded it in the first place.
That was the whole issue. Like, what is it? What is wrong with you? And how the F, like, is that your first thought to grab that? And then that woman's sick. Something's wrong with her anyway. She proved that.
But anyone that sexualizes a child, an 8-year-old child, that's why I asked how old he was. Anyone that sexualizes an 8-year-old child, they are the problem, not you. You posting a video, even if you showed his little butt, someone, I mean, granted, you don't want to put it on the internet because of predators and all this other stuff. But, you know, I've had videos of my kids, you know, butt showing. I send it to my mom, or I'll be like, you know, when they were young, I'd be like, look at these fools, you know, running around the house naked. And it's not something I would put online because, you know, just people are crazy. But some people do think it's cute, but don't sexualize.
I got, or we got to shut this down now. KNS. Laura, I'm so sorry. I'm cutting you off on your own. Go to KNS's comment. Why did Britt call Jess's daughter a whore? Excuse me?
When did she call Jesse's daughter? KNS, you are so fooled by GW. It's scary. She has never. Ever called. And the only people that says that about Granny's children are Granny. Fact. Nobody else ever talks about Granny's kids except Granny. And that's been proven over and over and over again.
What the hell? KNS, where did you get that from? It was said when her former mods were discussing Britt. No, you showed me where first of all, I would never, ever, ever, ever call anybody's child a whore. Now you're going to put that allegation out. You're going to show me proof of where I would ever say something like that. Her freaking daughter? I don't even know that little girl. Whoa, I never said anything like that. This is getting worse.
Let me guess. You heard it from Granny. Shocker. Shocker. No, I'm not peeing. I just put soda in a cup.
Yeah, I want you to email it to me right now while I'm on this panel. I want to see it right now.
Yeah, Brittney wouldn't say that. I'm sorry, but I don't believe that.
Oh, I would never say that about her little kid.
Brittney's ex-mod, so Brittney talked about Granny's daughter in private.
Let me see the proof of that.
Proof?
And coming from Erin of all people, Erin, let me tell you who Erin is. She was a mod of mine who looked up my house and was searching my husband and trying to see who I was. Like, she worked alongside some other girls and freaking tried to look me up. I don't even know if Erin was ever even in a mod chat with me.
Hold on one second. KNS, are you going to show, do you have a screenshot of Brittney saying it? Or do you have a screenshot of the mod saying Brittney said it? Because if you just have a screenshot of the mod saying Brittney said it, nobody gives a fuck. But
and I want to know what
screenshot of Brittney saying it, that's something totally different. But I don't believe you have that.
Oh my God. See what I mean?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
And when did my mod, because let me tell you something. If I have a mod who says some shit like that about another person's kids, I've got a problem.
Okay, saying it was
and
set
I can tell you.
Hold on. All right.
What?
Erin, hold on. Erin said it on panel that Brittney said it, or you have Brittney saying it? Because that's two totally different things.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you now.
What you're saying is you have proof that her mod said it. That doesn't make it true.
No, and if Erin said that I said that, oh my God, you better be asking her for some proof. That woman is psycho. Something's wrong with her.
But who gives a fuck what her mod said? It doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it true. I could say that Justin Justin's mod, and I'm going to use Justin because he'll laugh. Justin's mod came on my panel and said that he was secretly in love with me and that he's not gay anymore. Does that make it true? Just because I said that his ex-mod told me that? No, it absolutely doesn't make it true. But yeah, his ex-mod told me he's in love with me and he no longer wants to be gay. It doesn't make it true, though. So
And
anybody can say anything.
Maybe it's time for ex-mods to come out and show what has been said in private, bag of chips. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, you ain't going to get no dirt like that. So, and I mean, bag of chips, where have you been under a rock? Do you know how many panels Granny's held with my ex-mods? Honey, this ain't nothing new, but I can certainly tell you, I don't do dirt. And I'm telling you now, as bad as you'd like to have something like that, you're not going to find me talking shit about a little kid.
That's what,
This is crazy.
If it was on Queen's panel, then that's just the ex-mod saying it. That's not Brittney saying it.
I've asked, I stand by this, and I'm asking everybody, for the love of God. And how would you feel if somebody took something that was said about you with zero proof and went around and spread it like it was fact?
Oh, dude,
Can you please treat people the way you want to be treated? And if someone tells you that I've done this or said this, please ask for proof of it before you just run around and blindly state it.
I agree. Just like I asked for proof this morning when I heard on Dee Dee's panel that, you know, Jess had accused Queen Bee of calling CPS on you. I was like, is there proof? Can I see some proof? And then I got the proof.
Yeah, it's just like, too, I want to mention that. You remind me of Dee Dee. Granny keeps saying that Dee Dee's crazy and psycho and obsessed with her. And Dee Dee twist everything. How does Dee Dee twist things when everything that she comes out with, she shows receipts?
Yep.
It's mostly Granny's own words. That's why she's so threatened by Dee Dee.
I just can't believe how many people buy into the bullshit. I can't believe how many people think that just because an ex-mod said it, it makes it true. Guys, have all your boyfriends in a room together and see what a wonderful person you are. And I've said this multiple times.
How about this? I want one of y'all go ask Erin what I did to her. Because this is it's the most bizarre shit. Erin, I've never done anything to that woman personally at all. I've never seen somebody have it out for another person simply for, I guess, just because she doesn't like me. The first time she left my channel, she went real life on me and dug up my address, looked up my husband's history, my history, tried to find anything she could on me. She comes back, apologizes, gives me information about other mods. I was stupid and took her back, only for her to turn on me a second time when Mallory left. And both times, I never done a single thing to that woman. I was nice to her from beginning to end. So be careful when you take somebody at their word. That listen, even other people that were alongside her warned me that she was psycho.
Well, I had a mod. This is a funny story, though, that she was a sub. She begged me to become a mod. Begged me. She became a Patreon. Begged me. She wants to be a mod. She wants to be a mod. She'll do anything to be a mod. I finally made her a mod. She lasted like 2 weeks and then all of a sudden didn't come into mod. I'm like, why aren't you in here modding? You wanted to be a mod so bad and now you just sit back. Because she was like my OG mods who mod, like a lot of times they're not even in chat, but they're modding. And I was like, dude, these people have been with me for like 5 fucking years. You've been here like a month. Yeah, you need to be in my chat. It was just so weird. Like, how do you beg someone to be a mod? And then as soon as I make you a mod, you decide that, you know, You're not going to be in chat anymore. It was fucking weird. Now she's over in Clues. Probably begging Clue to be a mod. So it's just fucking weird. People want to be mods for the weirdest reasons. And you just never know. Yeah, I don't know who Erin is, but point being, it's absolutely ridiculous that people are going to believe the word of an ex-mod. Ask my ex-husband who I am. 2 ex-husbands, you'll get 2 totally different answers. Ask some ex-boyfriends who I am. You'll get completely different answers from all of them. Some will say I'm the biggest fucking cunt in the world. Some will say I'm the greatest girl in the world who broke their heart. You never know.
KNS, you were asking the wrong one who Erin's channel is. I haven't talked to Erin in over a year. I don't think about that woman. I don't talk about that woman or to her. So that's news to me that she has a channel. I have no clue. Probably another hate channel about me.
Ah.
That's the part that trips me out, Laura, and I'll be honest with you that I see. I don't understand why people can't just leave. I have had mods that I'll say have left and went on their way, and I haven't had, they just went on their way and I went on mine and they respectfully left. And then I have some other mods who oh my God, it's like they're more vengeful after they left than they were when we parted ways, and they just will not move on. It doesn't matter if there's 5 people in the chat or there's 5,000. If there's a live stream that's got, exposed allegedly with Brittney or anything like that, they are there and they are here for it. And it's like, you've been gone for over a year. Like Mallory, for an example. She's been gone for over a year. Girl, move on. Make your own name. Like, aren't you tired of being known as I was once Brittney's co-host? You have a channel. Make your own name. Like, do you?
I agree.
It's crazy. It's psycho. I just saw her the other day. She said, Granny, we got to talk. I got stuff to tell you. Are you freaking serious? Weird. I don't know. I gotta go, girl. I gotta get some stuff done. I appreciate you having me, and I will. Look, I mean it. I will try my best to ignore and not react or say anything. This shall be interesting. Uh-oh. Okay, I thought I was losing my mind, so I've hijacked Laura's panel. I was like, is she mad? I can go back and find the conversation again. Guess I put it out. Listen, there's nothing that Lindsay has done to GW that can compare to GW saying that Lindsay's daughter needs Vagisil because she was S8. Okay, so that's probably some of the most sick stuff that I have ever heard. So I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I don't only know something is not true. I respond. Did you hear that, Laura?
Hold on. The fuck did this dog do?
All right, I hear you good now.
Oh.
All right, can you hear me?
All right, now I can hear. You guys can hear me, right?
Yeah, you sound great.
No, the dog the puppy came over and unplugged my cord. And then, I'm like, what the fuck did he do? What did she do? She unplugged my cord and then I plugged it back in. It wouldn't work. So then I had to switch USB ports. Yeah, you unplug me, doggy. No, you stay
Oh,
over
I
there.
forgot that.
You stay over there.
Oh my God. Did you know about that, Laura? What Granny said about the DeLorean's husband and her daughter?
No, I didn't hear that.
Said that her daughter needed Vagisil because she was SA'd and accused her husband of doing that to her daughter.
Yeah, I showed that text before.
Oh God.
I don't
People,
know
come
why.
on, we gotta stop.
I just don't know why she always talks about this stuff.
Yeah, like we can trash each other. We don't need the kids to be involved.
But the thing is,
Call me fat.
But even if it was true, there are certain lines you don't cross on YouTube. Hey, Allie, there are certain lines you don't cross on YouTube, and that is one of them. Even if it's true, it doesn't matter if it's true. You don't fucking talk about it. I agree, DeLorean.
Tracy. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
DeLorean saying it's not true. So let's just put it out there. It's not true. But the point is, I get what she's saying. Like, even if it was, there are certain things you don't talk about on YouTube. You don't bring up someone else's family history, or, it's just fucking gross.
Yep. Oh, man.
But I'll be the first one. I believed a lot of what she said. When she said Natasha said this, or this one said this, or this one talked about this. But then I started seeing her go after people that I know wouldn't, Chronicles being one of them. Chronicles would never sit in a chat with something like that, nor would Chronicles ever fucking be mad at Granny for being friends with QB. It's the dumbest shit I ever heard. Like, literally the dumbest fucking thing I ever heard. So when I saw her, then when I saw her go after Allie, she told me things about Allie that I knew weren't true. I've known Allie Wrights for years, and I knew that wasn't true. So, there were a lot of little things that she showed me, and I was like, get the fuck out of here. Like, and I just don't know how other people didn't see it. Like, when you start piecing it together, you really see that the only person that talks about Granny's kids is Granny. And 2, the way she twists everything is fucking wild to me.
It is. It's like I told you, it's like the biggest mind fuckery that I've ever experienced in my life. Just like with the kids' school. Could you imagine, Laura, like that happened, and then the next day I wake up and people are like, oh my God, this is the worst live stream I've ever heard about you. She's saying her kids' school was called. My mouth, I said, this cannot be real right now.
Yeah.
Is this life?
I was like, didn't this just happen to Brittney yesterday? And now all of a sudden it happened to Granny? No, sorry, I'm not buying that shit. No. Thank you, True Texan. You made the board. Crazy. I don't know how or why she does that. I just don't get it. I agree, Box. And this is coming from me. I mean, Box has been around since Making a Murderer. Like, some of my people have been here for years and years and years. And they know what I've been through. They've seen what I've been through. And she thinks that she's new to this game. Like, no, it's not new at all. And she just thinks that she can fool everybody. And a lot of people see right through her. A lot don't. But I heard someone yesterday said, cheering her on and, oh, you've changed. No, she hasn't. And I still want to know why she didn't know racism 2 days ago, and then now she knows racism. Sit the fuck down. She was teaching. She was teaching Natasha Cooper a lesson. Bitch, just yesterday, 2 days ago, you said you didn't know what the fuck, that you didn't know was racist. Now you were teaching someone a lesson? Sit down.
Right. Sherry Rollins, I'm not sure. Are you saying that I can get in trouble for this? She said, I sent you an email a couple days ago. You can get in trouble for doing this. For doing what? I'm a little confused by that. I haven't done anything.
And you know what? Doc brings up a good point. Nobody in any community, except for one person, which was Isaac, had a worse CPS call than I did at the beginning of COVID. And I don't even bring that up. I mean, I mention it here and there, like, you know, about the CPS call, but nobody has ever had a CPS call like I did, except Isaac. And if you don't know who Isaac is, I forgot his name. He's an asshole. But my twins, my son was accused of raping his sister. CPS was here. The cops were here. It was awful. Absolutely fucking awful. And I don't talk about it. I don't bring it up over and over and over. If this was so many other creators, they would bring it up and drag their kids up all the time. Be our guest. Thank you, Crystal. They would bring their kids up. I could see if that happened to Granny, she would fucking still be talking about it today. I don't even talk. I don't want it known out there. Like, I mean, I'll say it in passing like I just did now, but you just don't use shit like that. And yeah, they try to destroy my family 100%, but they couldn't. They had nothing to do it. But Be Our Guest had the same issue. The difference was his daughter actually had to go through testing, where mine was the beginning of COVID and they couldn't take the kid out of the house because of COVID. Thank God, or my 15-year-old would have been mortified. So yeah, she was 15 at the time. So it was 4 years. Yeah, 4 years ago. She's now 19. It was sick. I mean, we had the cops here, and that was the call that my kids would never go to the door. They will never answer the door. It took them a long time to ever answer the door again.
I am so sorry, Lord. Nobody should ever.
I agree.
Whoever did that to you, karma is a bitch.
Yep, one sick fuck. And I don't know. I still don't know who it is. That's the thing. There's been many people who people thought it was, but we don't know. We just don't know. I tried getting a lawyer, but because of COVID, it kind of fucked everything up. So yeah, I got accused of doing that to myself from the drama community, that I must have did it myself. It was horrible, horrible.
Tell you what.
But the thing
laws
is,
need to change.
I'm not going to constantly bring it up. I'm not going to constantly talk. A lot of people who followed me for a year or two didn't even know about it. You know, I bring it up here and there like this, but for the most part, would never. It's not something my kids need to be reminded of. It's not, just not.
Well, that's exactly how
nobody
I feel about it. No, nobody should go through that. But that's I can relate to you in terms of like you not wanting to bring stuff up. Like, don't get me wrong, what you went through far worse. But I felt the same way about the whole school incident. Like, today is the first time that I went into detail. I didn't want to talk about that crap. It's horrible. Who does this shit?
I agree. And thankfully, I haven't heard about CPS being called in a long time. So I do believe the true CPS callers are out of the community. I do believe that because, again, it hasn't, I don't think anybody's gotten real CPS called on them in years. And I agree with you. False CPS court reports should be prosecuted. I agree.
Well, yeah, I think that laws need to be changed. And if somebody calls and then they discover that it's, that's not the case, they need to investigate it and see if that person was doing that, for nefarious purposes.
They didn't even have the right, they didn't even have the right address at first. But there were 2 cops at my door and like, we need to speak to your daughter immediately. I'm like, why? What did she do? It was horrible. She was so scared. Phoenix was petrified. I mean, I was painting a room. So there was not even possible that it could even have happened. But yeah, it was awful. Absolutely awful. And it traumatized them for years.
And you think about the questioning, the line of questioning,
Oh, I
those
was
poor
there.
kids had to go through.
Sure was. And the cops even said, though, that they knew something was up when they had the wrong address, because the person called and said, oh, it was someone that your kid goes to school with, that your daughter goes to school with. Well, if it was someone my daughter went to school with, they would know my fucking correct address. They brought him to my old address. The cops originally went to my old address, but because it was like such a major thing, they tracked me down. It was horrible. Absolutely.
Well, and that's what I try to caution people, whether you like me or you hate my guts, or any of us for that matter. This isn't just about me. I just asked everybody, to that person that came in here that said they were calling on me. I want you to remember, like, kids, especially with me, my son is on the spectrum. My children are happy, they're healthy, they're in a good home with parents that love them. We both would lay down and die for these children. Do not put my kids through trauma. My child is on the spectrum, and having to talk to somebody that he doesn't know and having them ask him crazy questions is going to traumatize him. And I am begging people, and I shouldn't even have to do this. Don't do that. Think twice before you do stuff like that, whether it's my children or anybody else's. The kids do not deserve to be put through that.
My daughter on CPS call number 5, that I flipped the fuck out on CPS and I told them they better stop harassing me and my family. She went to my daughter's school, her high school, 10th grade or 11th grade. It had to be 10th grade. They went to her school to talk to her. And the school never told me, but I learned from Sage that CPS went to the school because they got a false report. So Sage explained to the school that I'm a YouTuber and, this shit happens. And thankfully, someone in the guidance office has a daughter or something that was also a YouTuber, so understands all of it. But you know how mortified Sage was? Absolutely mortified that CPS went to her school. And they say that, the school's going to look at you like, why is CPS coming here for you? So Sage felt the need to explain the story. Why would CPS go to my kid's school? Do you know how fucking mortifying that is for the child? And they'll do whatever the fuck they want. CPS will do whatever the fuck they want. But I threatened them. I said, if you ever come in my house again, I swear to God, I'm suing you for harassment. Same girl came 3 CPS calls, all from YouTube. But she did finally tell me who the caller was. But she didn't tell me directly. I kind of guessed, and she agreed. And it was somebody that I didn't think it was, but turned out to be. So people fucking crazy. But yeah, no child needs CPS in their life. This girl, Candy, it had to do with Dave the Fisherman. No child needs CPS in their life unless you feel that things are so out of control and Brittney is beating her kids on a live, then maybe call CPS. If you physically see it and you have the evidence. Other than that, do not call CPS on anybody on YouTube. And really, you shouldn't call CPS on anyone at home unless it's that insane.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to hire Betty as my lawyer.
Oh, my Lord.
Maniac. Come here, Betty. Be
All
my
right.
attorney. I
All
agree.
right, girly. Well, I'm going to let you handle this. I'm going to get off here and go do my Saturday chores. But thank you so much for having me up.
I have a party tonight, but I'll probably be on your live after. I have to
Oh,
fight
good. Okay. Well, come up and come up and chit chat with us. We'd love to have you. I'll see you then.
Fighting with Nana.
Right. That's what I like. I like when you and Justin butt heads. That's funny.
Because he's so calm.
right,
I can't even get mad at him. He just stays so calm. I'm like, can you get mad or something? You kill me.
Right? It's funny. All right, girly. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye. All right. Well, I expected to be on today for an hour, and that turned into almost 3 hours as usual. So I want to thank Brittney for coming up. I do have to get off in a minute. I got to make some labels. But don't forget, order your candles, energycandles.com, ENERGIE, candles.com. My face had a handprint, shape bruise. Ouch. I'm sorry, AMAC. So, yeah, please do not call CPS on anybody. Do not threaten to call CPS on anybody. Do not have someone swatted. It just causes more headache than it's worth. However Brittney raises her children is up to Brittney. It's nobody's business. Just like it's nobody's business how GW raises her children or her parents raise their children. It's nobody's business. People need to, stop going real life. Exactly right. Everyone needs to stop going real life. Plain and simple. You don't like someone, don't watch them. That's it. That's all you got to do. Just don't watch them. It's that simple. If you like someone, watch them. And you may not like something. You may not like everything someone does. I can't think of one person I like everything they do. Except AMAC. I like everything AMAC does. Kidding. But seriously, don't go real life, people. Thanks, Tobacco. Thank you, Evil Queen. Evil Queen makes the board. Hold on. I'm going to have to start deleting front. I think we only have a few spaces left. Evil Queen. 1 membership. All right. Who got the membership? Exactly, Amber. We can all be adults, even if we don't always share the same views. I know Box, who is in here. Box doesn't always share my views. She's told me that multiple times. She doesn't agree with me on this. She doesn't agree with me on that. Amber, too. So did you guys hear, though, that Alec Baldwin case got dropped, which is kind of wild to me? I heard it was like a shitstorm. I haven't watched the whole thing yet, though. Oh, Tracy got the membership. Welcome, Tracy. Yvette, I am absolutely unapologetically. Call it as I see it. Even though it's not the norm around here. People want what everyone else does. And I swear I will not be that. Even if I like you, I'm still going to call you out if you're wrong. Call it a trait. I don't know. I can't stand the phoniness. It bugs me. Yeah, I'm going to watch it because I tried watching The Lawyers yesterday and they just annoyed me. Like, I don't need all your commentary. I heard that perplexed, but when you got money. What do you mean when I got money? I need money. Money, 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 honey. I'm going to start dragging some bitches for some cash. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to drag you to True Text, and you think I can make money? You think I can make money dragging you? Money buys good lawyers. I agree. Oh, you mean Alex Baldwin? I said the same thing, though. I said the same thing about Baldwin, that it was money. Buy more candles. Make Laura work. Hell yeah. I do. I'm going to New York in 2.5 weeks. I told Katie, I said, I'm coming broke. So just so you know. What is this about Clue being Creek? Yeah, Clue is Creek Squad. I forgot who posted that video. She's hardcore Creek Squad. Maybe it was Chronicles. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. It may have been Chronicles that posted it. I was laughing though. I was like, damn, she's hardcore Creek Squad. Maybe this was it. Hold on. Hang on. Why my audio screwed up? I don't know what this dog did. Hold on. Volume. Hold on. All right. It's got to be this video. Yeah, she is Creek Squad. She said it. Maybe it was this video. I'm not 100% positive, though. No, but I'm saying she said she was Creek Squad.
We'll cover it another time. I want to fucking know what the hell that dumbass has got to say about me.
I wish I could get a man like that, would be my assumption. Why y'all tell me that shit and y'all never got no time stamp about the, I don't even know what the fuck I was saying right there.
I'll keep it to myself. Let it out. Let it out. Just kidding. Not if you're gonna. So I kind of weird that whole. Let.
I don't know where I heard it, but she said it. She said directly she was Creek Squad. I just don't remember who said it. I mean, where she said it. Unsupervised. Do you know what I'm talking about? I just heard it like yesterday, the other day. I was like, holy shit, she's Creek Squad. I just don't remember who. I don't know. I have to ask. But I know it's there. I just heard it. And I was like kind of surprised that she was Creek Squad. Watching Neck and Back Crooks by the chiropractor? Hey, I haven't followed up church either. But I'm telling you, I'll find it and I'll send it to you, True Texan. Because it was definitely there. I totally saw it. You don't know Ryan Upchurch is? Exactly. She is into weird conspiracies. Hold on, let me see. It might even be a video in that was posted in Patreon that I just can't like look for at the moment. Yeah, I don't know. But I promise you, she said she was Creek Squad. It's like Chroma Community, Laura's a member and a mod on one channel anyway. Yes, Creek Squad. My Kurt. I love my Kurt. You please leave this. Oh, yeah, I don't want to take down lives. Very rarely will I take down a live. All right, so I'm going to close out with my daughter's TikTok that I found this morning. I thought was funny as hell. And it might explain why Generation Z and Generation Alpha are still using the FG word. I think I figured out why. South Park. I think South Park is where people are, young kids get it from. I never even thought of South Park till I was trolling my daughter's TikTok and found this video. Hang on. No, not young kids. Generation Z. Hold on. Oh. Welcome to Generation Z, guys. Yep. Figure it's a good way to close it out. My beautiful daughter. I don't even know when this was taken. But it's funny.
Shut up, fat boy! Hey, don't call me fat, you fucking Jew!
Eric, did you just say the F word?
Jew? No, he's talking about fuck. You can't say fuck in school, you fucking fat ass.
Kyle!
Why the fuck not?
Eric!
Dude, you just said fuck again.
Stanley!
Who?
Kenny!
What's the big deal? It doesn't hurt anybody. Fuck, fuckity, fuck, fuck, fuck.
How would you like to go see the school counselor?
How would you like to suck my balls?
What did you say?
I'm sorry. Actually, what I said was... How would you like to suck my balls, Mr. Garcia?
Come on, she was good. That was good acting. I thought she did great. But I think that's where some of the F word, the FG word came from, a South Park. I admit it, you guys laughed. She did great. Now, I thought that was like her best TikTok. I was like, good, Say. That was good. She was on point. I used to love South Park. I did. So she is beautiful. She's my little homegirl. Thank you, sweetie pie. And I was like, she didn't even look good then. Don't give them that. No, I'm just saying though, that I do think that it may have come from South Park. Because even on South Park, they said you can't use the F word. And they knew exactly what they meant. They weren't talking about the fuck word, but they changed it to that word. Yeah, South Park uses every word you're not supposed to. She's not cornbread mafia. Oh my God, I had cornbread this morning. I'm obsessed with cornbread. I really am. I'm totally obsessed. A lot of things came from South Park. I agree. But that's what I'm saying. That's where I think Generation Z gets it from. And they don't realize that it's a bad word. You know, not bad word, but you know what I mean. But anyway, that was her best TikTok. I thought it was great. Thank you, good vibes. Player will defend someone even if they don't like her. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Yep. Who's Pladia? Good vibes makes the board again. Hold on. All right. 20 memberships plus $20. $20. Who's Pladia? Unless you meant to write Laura. Because I will defend someone even if they don't like her. We end with who's Pladia. I know. Who's Pladia?
Yo, don't hit subscribe. I always try to tell them, but they do it every time. I tell them it's the problem, but they acting like it's fine. I'm begging them to stop, but they leave me with a like.
I do think she meant Laura, but I could be wrong. Who's Pladia? Yes, it is. But that's what I'm saying. When someone says the F, oh, you dropped the F-bomb, they're not talking about the FG word. They're talking about the fuck word. And South Park had changed it. After they said the FG word, they kind of skimmed over it when the teacher yelled. Oh, you did mean Laura. Okay, good. Because I was like, who's Pladia? I was like, is there someone in chat named Pladia? Who's Pladia? Okay, so she did mean Laura. And yes, I will defend someone even if I don't like them. 100%. And always have and always will. So, okay, I'm going to get off though. I got to be at a party in 2 hours. I haven't even made a label for the candle yet. I have to make a birthday label, which I haven't even started. So I need to get my ass moving. But I want to thank all you guys for coming in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Don't forget, order your candles, energycandles.com. And I will see you all later tonight. I got to this party, and then who knows? Maybe I'll come home and go swimming. I don't know. Take the dog swimming. Yeah, it is brutal outside. Even my thing says very hot weather. It's crazy. So, all right. Yeah, this chat was crazy. I'm glad we were able to keep it together. Everyone got along for the most part. And just be good to each other. Stop the toxicity. It's not worth it. It's really, truly not. But I had to get out what I said today. So, all right. I will see you beautiful people later. Let me go make this label and take a shower. Thank you, good vibes. And I will see you guys later. Peace.